quickly before we get into this video, which is going to be reading off 100 facts. I will be whispering them to you while you fall asleep or relax. I just wanted to mention that the future of this channel is very good because I have a lot of things planned that will be happening in the next probably month or so. By the way, ignore my hair because it's a mess right now, but that's besides the point. Basically, I will be quitting my job that I'm working at right now, and at the end of August will be my last day. And after that happens, I'm going full-time with YouTube and content creation. I'm going to mention this a lot more in my future videos and exactly what's going to be happening. I'm going to be posting a lot more on YouTube, and I'm also going to be doing like Twitch live streams, like chill, relaxing games, things like that. And I'm also going to be starting a Patreon. I'm going to be posting on TikTok. I did make a TikTok. I know a lot of you have been wanting that. And just a whole bunch of other things. So, I don't want to get too far into that right now. But I did just want to say it because it's big news and I'm super excited for it. Anyways, to get to the point of the video, I'm whispering 100 facts that I thought were pretty interesting. And before I do that, I just want you to either get cozy in bed, get relaxed, if you have this video on in the background, or if you're doing whatever, I just want you to get very, very relaxed. Close your eyes, take a few deep breaths, and just listen to these 100 facts while you try to fall asleep or relax. So, I'm just going to begin. And I'm not going to name them off by number, I'm just going to keep going. A group of flamingos is called a flamboyance. The name comes from their bright pink color and showy behavior. It's as fancy as it sounds. The heart of a blue whale is the size of a small car. It can weigh over 400 pounds and beats only about 8 to 10 times per minute. Butterflies can taste with their feet. Their receptors help them determine if a leaf is safe to lay eggs on. The moon has moonquakes. These tremors are caused by tidal forces from Earth and temperature shifts. Sloths can hold their breath for longer than dolphins, up to 40 minutes, by slowing their heart rate dramatically. This one's kind of funny. Some turtles can breathe through their butts. It's called cloacal respiration and helps them stay underwater longer. Honey never spoils. Archaeologists have found edible honey in ancient Egyptian tombs. Sea otters hold hands when they sleep. It keeps them from drifting apart on ocean currents. Bananas are berries, but strawberries are not. Botanically, bananas meet the berry criteria, while strawberries do not. I always thought that was weird how certain fruits and vegetables are not actually fruits or vegetables. If you know what I mean. Koalas have fingerprints almost identical to humans. Even under a microscope, they're nearly impossible to tell apart. The Eiffel Tower grows taller in the summer. Heat causes the metal to expand by up to 6 inches. Which honestly, I thought it would be more than that. Just because, like, I know a lot about engines and stuff, and how when engines get hot, they expand. So for a tower, the Eiffel Tower being that big, I would have expected it to get larger than 6 inches when it gets hot, I guess. Cows have best friends and get stressed when they are separated. nervous system to move and react. Kind of similar to jellyfish, I think. Elephants can't jump. Their massive weight and limb structure prevents them from leaving the ground. I can imagine. Some jellyfish can live forever. The Turritopsis dorni, I think I pronounced that right, can revert to its youthful state repeatedly. So it never dies. Puffins use the same burrow every year to raise their chicks. They return to the same spot, often with the same mate, like a cozy little home. The human nose can detect over 1 trillion scents. It's more sensitive than most people realize, especially to emotion-linked smells. Pineapples take about 2 years to grow. They're one of the slowest growing tropical fruits. Dolphins call each other by name. They use signature whistles unique to each individual. I always knew dolphins were smart. The average person walks the earth 5 times in a lifetime. That's over 110,000 miles. For all of you people that use kilometers, I don't know what that is. But that's just in regular daily steps. That's a lot of miles. Rain has a scent called petrichor. It comes from oils released by soil in plants when rain falls. So soil and plants release the smell that gives rain its smell. A bolt of lightning is 5 times hotter than the sun's surface. It can reach 50,000 degrees Fahrenheit in a flash. And that's wild because some people get struck by lightning and survive. Lavender can help you sleep. I did know this. Its natural oils calm the nervous system and lower heart rate. Some cats are allergic to humans. Just like us, they can be sensitive to dander, smoke, or perfumes. So I guess don't wear perfume or cologne around your cats. A shrimp's heart is in its head. It's located near the brain, just behind the eyes. Crickets can tell you the temperature. Count their chirps for 15 seconds and add 37. That's the temperature in Fahrenheit. Your stomach gets a new lining every few days. Otherwise, it would digest itself with all of the acid that's in your stomach. There are more trees on Earth than stars in the Milky Way. This one really surprised me. Around 3 trillion trees versus about 100 to 400 billion stars. Penguins propose with pebbles. Males offer smooth stones to potential mates as a sign of affection. The scent of rosemary may improve memory. Ancient Greeks wore rosemary garlands during exam basically just hover. You are taller in the morning. Your spine decompresses overnight while you lie down. Cats purr to heal themselves. The frequency of their purring helps regenerate tissue and reduce inflammation. I find that very interesting. And I always knew it was more than just sound. It had to have some sort of purpose. I thought it was just when they were happy, though. There are more stars in the universe than grains of sand on Earth. That's mind-blowing. Scientists estimate over a septillion stars in the observable universe. Frogs can freeze and then come back to life. They use glucose as antifreeze to protect their organs in the cold. A group of porcupines is called a prickle, a fitting name for these spiky creatures. The unicorn is Scotland's national animal, chosen for its association with purity and strength. Your heartbeat syncs to music, especially with slow, soothing rhythms and lullabies. The longest bout of hiccups lasted 68 years. Charles Osborne hiccuped continuously from 1922 to 1990. That sounds like torture. I hate hiccups. Tomatoes have more genes than humans. Plants often have larger genomes due to duplication over time. Antarctica has hidden lakes beneath the ice. Some are kept liquid by geothermal heat and pressure. Owls can rotate their heads 270 degrees. They have extra vertebrae and special blood vessels to protect circulation. And number 50, you're halfway. Turtles can live over 100 years. Some species, like the Galapagos tortoise, regularly reach this age. And to go off of that, the oldest living tree is 4,800 years old. It's a bristlecone pine in California, quietly watching centuries go by. The average cloud holds over 1,000,000 pounds of water, yet it floats gently because the droplets are so spread out. Ravens can imitate human speech like parrots. I did know that they are like one of the smartest animals on Earth. They're among the smartest birds and can even mimic voices they've heard. The human brain is often more active during sleep, especially during REM sleep, when dreams and memory processing happens. Whales sing songs that can travel for hundreds of miles. These haunting melodies help them communicate across the deep ocean. That's very cool. Also interesting how sound can move really far away in water. Jellyfish have no brains, bones, or hearts, yet they've thrived for over 500 million years using a simple nerve net. Some sharks have been around longer than trees. Sharks evolved over 400 million years ago, before the first trees even appeared. The oldest animal recorded was a clam named Ming, 507 years old. It lived through the Renaissance before scientists discovered it. I read further about this, or I read more about it, and unfortunately when they found it, it died. Which is really sad because it was 507 years old. Snails can sleep for by air resistance as they fall. The word museum comes from Greek, meaning home of the Muses. Muses were goddesses of the arts, so a museum is a place of inspiration. Starfish can regrow lost arms. Some species can even regenerate an entire body from a single limb. I wish I could do that. Music lowers blood pressure and heart rate, especially slow, soft melodies, perfect for drifting to sleep. Just like this video. Giraffes sleep in only 30-minute bursts per day. They nap in short bursts to stay alert for predators. That's kind of crazy because they're so big, you would think that predators would not mess with them, but I guess they do. Dolphins sleep with one eye open. Half of their brain stays awake to help them breathe and stay safe. So I guess a lot of animals need to stay half awake so that they don't get attacked by something. Bats always turn left when exiting a cave. Scientists don't know exactly why, but it's a consistent pattern. I guess if you keep turning left, eventually you'll get out, right? The Amazon rainforest produces 20% of the world's oxygen. It's often called the lungs of the earth. Seahorses mate for life. They bond closely and even hold tails as they swim together. Nature's interesting. Some spiders use silk to create parachutes. This lets baby spiders drift through the sky to new homes. Your skin replaces itself every 27 days. That's why it's important to care for it gently and regularly. Baby elephants suck their trunks like pacifiers. It's a comforting habit, just like human babies with their thumbs. Mushrooms are more closely related to animals than plants. On a cellular level, fungi share more with us than with greenery. Venus is the hottest planet in the solar system. Its thick atmosphere traps heat in a runaway greenhouse effect. There are more plastic flamingos than real ones. The lawn decoration boom has actually outnumbered these wild birds. That's really funny. The word quiet comes from Latin quietus, meaning rest. It's a peaceful word with calming roots. Calming roots. Many deep-sea creatures glow in the dark. This bioluminescence helps them hunt, hide, and attract mates. I don't know if bioluminescence would help you hide, but I don't know. I didn't make the fact. Your brain is 75% water. That's why staying hydrated is important for clear thinking. And I do know that when you don't drink water, your brain will shrink. And that's not good. Cats can make over 100 sounds. From meows to chirps to purrs, they're surprisingly vocal creatures. Especially my cat. She's very noisy. No two snowflakes are exactly alike. Each one forms differently due to the tiny changes in temperature and humidity. The ocean is deeper than Mount Everest is tall. The Mariana Trench reaches about 36,000 feet, far below the surface. Your taste buds renew every 10 days. That's why your sense of taste can change over time. Ants have tiny societies with farms and herds. Some species grow fungus, while others herd aphids and livestock. So ants are just making little farms underground. Earth's days used to be only 22 hours long. The planet's spin is Hedgehogs hum to their babies. Soft vibrations help the little ones feel calm and safe. Kind of like cats purring, I guess. You can sometimes hear rhubarb grow. In warm weather, it stretches with small crackling sounds. The northern lights are caused by solar particles. They collide with Earth's atmosphere and light up the sky. Platypuses close their eyes, ears, and nose when they dive. They rely on their bill's sensors to hunt underwater in darkness. Like a bat using, is it sonar? I don't know what bats use. Something like that. Bubbles are round because of surface tension. Water molecules pull inward evenly, forming a perfect sphere. Sand is made mostly of tiny pieces of shells and rock. Over time, waves grind them down to soft grains. The world's quietest room is in Minnesota. It's so silent you can hear your own heartbeat and even blood flowing through your body. I wish that I had that room to record videos. That would be amazing. Your brain has more connections than there are stars in our galaxy. Around 100 trillion synapses help you think, feel, and dream. Cool rooms help you fall asleep faster. The body naturally cools down as part of the sleep process. Wolves don't howl at the moon. They use howling to communicate across distances, not to the sky. And number 100. The word dream has been used for over 1,000 years. It comes from Old English dream, once meaning music or joy. Okay, and that is 100 facts whispered to you. I hope you're feeling relaxed. I hope you're feeling very sleepy, or you're already asleep. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a like, comment, let me know what you thought about it, and be sure to subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the